my fearless friends, coming to you after I have just recorded my second webinar on conquering your fears in business. Really excited, amazing energy. Thank you to everyone attending. If you want to get a replay, let me know. I'm going to send it to you. Just send me over your email address. And I did not want to end my day until I have a question answered. I got a question from a lady this morning that really gets me emotional because I struggle so much with body dysmorphia. And in her very heartfelt message, she said that, I wish I could show up on video. I have many videos recorded, but I just can't. And I know that, I struggled with this for many years. And it was only in June of 2022 that I got to cure this. And I know how painful it is, and I want to send everyone that is experiencing this message, knowing that the focus that you have been told until now to work with was not the one supporting you, meaning that you should not have your focus on you. There is so much fear and so much frustration and so much anxiety and panic attacks and overwhelmed, concerned. Your own image, your way of talking, of explaining things. We always think that we are not enough. And this is the human brain working in its finest. It's how we are designed by default. That's why I want to give you a new insight on this and tell you, until you get to have a really strong, humbling session, because this is what I did last year with Glenn Marsden, my spiritual mentor. I could have not done this by myself. I literally had great anxiety of walking outside my home without makeup on. I could not look at other people in the eyes thinking that they would judge me. But it was all in my mind, obviously. It was all in my head, thinking that I'm not good enough, I'm not looking good enough. I am just this body, I'm just a piece of meat. There's nothing else that matters unless I make people around me happy and feeling at their best. I just am not worth anything. And I would literally put on the best makeup. I would even have makeup done by makeup artists, and I would still not feel good enough. I would still not feel pretty enough, interesting enough, smart enough. And it's just a distorted image of yourself. That's why, my fearless friends, put focus on your audience, on the message that you are sharing with them. It's about you offering a message that can serve your audience through your video, through your audio, through your podcast. It's not about you, it's about you serving. When I literally understood this, but viscerally with my entire system, it's like my life just began all over again. It's like I just had a new, completely different perspective on my life, on my business. Because let me tell you this. Now, the things that I do online even now, and the way that I just appear in front of you as a fear specialist, it's really not the best. I mean, I know I could do better. More than half of the things that I do, of the photos that I post, the reels that I do, my makeup, my clothes, my choice of colors, my hair, I do not really like it. Maybe I like it in 5% of the cases, to be honest, and I'm being really honest with you. That's why I advise you to not put focus on yourself. First of all, you are not here to be liked. If you are in the education field, personal development, you are here to serve, to educate your audience, to make a difference, to just use your voice for the good of your community. You are not in a pageant, for Christ's sake. I used to believe that I need to look my best even when I would do recordings. The perfectionist in me still gets to think like that, and sometimes I even take a second take. It happened on my podcast. Last week on Tuesday, I thought that, okay, I need to be really perfect and saying everything right because I had an amazing guest on Matt Labrie. I love his podcast, Decoding Success, and I was really nervous. So I began the introduction to the podcast, and then I was just too excited to speak, so I had to stop, take a break, and then I did it all over again because it's just too much when we put so much pressure on ourselves, just thinking that we need to sound perfect. No, we don't. Second of all, what you see online is not real. Now, I'm not having any filters on. I'm just having good light. I'm having some ring light, some extra lights. There's some natural light in front of me. It's getting evening here, but still. But if I were to change the camera, you'd see me in a whole new position. Just look at this. Look at this. I have lines on my face. I don't look okay. It doesn't look right. I mean, I don't like it. The fact that I choose to have good lighting and to stand in a way that helps with my posture, but it's not that important. It's not, I would actually say that it's not important at all. Yes, branding is very important. How you present yourself in front of your audience is really important, and depending on your goals. But if you don't look like you have been taken out of a box, even if you're a man or a female, you don't need to stop doing what you have been wanting to do your whole life. And again, just let me move the camera here because this is a flattening light for me. So yeah, just look at me in this light. Yeah, not my best side at all. I don't like it at all. And this is why we'll never be happy. It's never going to be enough. It's never going to be perfect. So my heart breaks for this lady that sent me the message this morning, and I got so emotional. I get emotional even now because I know what she's going through and how difficult it is. And I hope that what I told her and what I'm telling you really helps. And know that 1% is better than 0%. Every small step that you make is such celebration to be done by you, by your community. And yes, there will be hate. There's hate online. I get online hate as well. I have people telling me to stop speaking in English. Why don't I speak Romanian? This is their way of seeing things. It's their perspective, but it doesn't mean that I take it as real. It doesn't mean that if a stranger tells you that you don't look good, you're, I don't know, too thin, you're too muscular, you're too fat, you're too this and that, it doesn't mean that you should stop doing what you're doing. So please take this into account. And as a recap, don't put focus on you, put focus on you sharing your message, on you serving, on you helping. This is the number one thing that you need to do. And the second thing that you need to focus on is that it's never going to be perfect. It's never good enough. So might as well do everything that you set your mind to and just enjoy it in the process. Have fun, just be who you are, because your soul is here. It's not your body. It's not a piece of meat. And it may sound a bit harsh, but you are so much more than this. You are so much more than the filters, than the makeup, than the best light, than the hair, the clothes, the picture, the attitude and everything. You are just so much more. You are all of it and so, so much more. So don't let this fear of you not looking good enough stop you. And take this from someone that has had severe body dysmorphia. I hope it helps. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll be happy to come live again to share with you some live struggles around fear that I have experienced. Not too long ago as well, even though I'm a fear specialist, they keep on coming more than ever, and I like to say that, yeah, you know, I am just a fear specialist because I maybe feel fear more than anyone, because I allow this feeling to run through me completely and every single day, because otherwise how could I help you guys conquer your fears, right? I hope you have a great day ahead, and let me know if you have any other questions.